Senate proceedings on June 12, 2024. Opening session. The Senate met at 10 a.m. and was called to order by the Honorable Peter Welch, a Democrat from Vermont. Prayer and Pledge of Allegiance. The chaplain, Dr. Barry Black, offered the opening prayer, emphasizing wisdom and strength for lawmakers. The presiding officer led the Senate in the Pledge of Allegiance. Appointment of Acting President Pro Tempore. Senator Peter Welch was appointed as Acting President Pro Tempore by the President Pro Tempore, Senator Patty Murray. Recognition of the Majority Leader. Senator Chuck Schumer, a Democrat from New York, addressed the Senate about the legislative agenda for the day. Executive calendar. The Senate resumed consideration of the nomination of David Rosner of Massachusetts to be a member of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission for a term expiring June 30, 2027. Senator Chuck Schumer emphasized the importance of Rosner's role in energy regulation. Schumer highlighted Rosner's extensive experience and commitment to modernizing the nation's energy infrastructure. Senator Mitch McConnell, a Republican from Kentucky, raised concerns about Rosner's stance on energy policies, particularly his support for renewable energy sources, which McConnell argued could impact traditional energy industries negatively. Votes. The Senate confirmed the nomination of David Rosner by a vote of 67 yeas to 27 nays. The Senate confirmed the nomination of Lindsay S. C. of West Virginia to be a member of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission for a term expiring June 30, 2028, by a vote of 83 yeas to 12 nays. The Senate agreed to the motion to close further debate on the nomination of Judy W. Chong of Massachusetts to be a member of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission by a vote of 86 yeas to 9 nays. Legislation discussions. The Senate considered S. Res. 731, honoring the memory of the victims of the heinous attack at the Pulse nightclub on June 12, 2016. Senator Jon Ossoff, a Democrat from Georgia, requested unanimous consent for the resolution, which was agreed to without objection. The Senate passed S. 3984, the Countering Threats and Attacks on Our Judges Act, which amends the State Justice Institute Act of 1984 to authorize the State Justice Institute to provide awards to certain organizations to establish a state judicial threat intelligence and resource center. Senator Jon Ossoff requested unanimous consent for the bill, which was agreed to without objection. Committee meetings. The Committee on Appropriations, Subcommittee on Defense, held a closed hearing on the budget estimates for fiscal year 2025 for the Central Intelligence Agency and the National Security Agency. Testimony was received from William J. Burns, Director of the Central Intelligence Agency, and General Timothy D. Haw, Director of the National Security Agency. The Committee on Armed Services, Subcommittee on Emerging Threats and Capabilities, approved provisions for the proposed National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2025. The Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs held a hearing to examine the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's semi-annual report to Congress. The Committee on Foreign Relations held hearings to examine the nominations of several individuals to ambassador positions, including Jennifer D. Gavito to Libya and Joshua M. Harris to Algeria. Privileges of the floor. Senator John Barrasso, a Republican from Wyoming, requested floor privileges for James Bartholomew until the end of the 118th Congress. Senator Richard Blumenthal, a Democrat from Connecticut, requested floor privileges for Amanda Padgett, an intern for Senator Jeff Merkley, for the balance of the day. Both requests were granted without objection. Recess and resumption. The Senate recessed at 1:28 p.m. and reconvened at 2:15 p.m. Orders for June 13, 2024. The Senate will continue consideration of the nomination of Judy W. Chong of Massachusetts to be a member of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, with a vote on confirmation at 11:30 a.m. At 1:45 p.m., the Senate will vote on the motion to invoke cloture on the motion to proceed to consideration of S. 4445, the Right to IVF Act. Adjournment. The Senate adjourned at 6:54 p.m. until 10 a.m. on Thursday, June 13, 2024. Thanks for listening. The full source material for this summary is in the description below. Subscribe to USA Gov Daily for more.